Kinakabahan ka ba sa pagsagot sa mga job interview question? Misteryo ba sa iyo ang mga tanong? Worry no more because we got you! Ngayon sa Share Ko Lang, isang HR expert ang magbibigay ng tips kung paano kayo magwawagi sa inyong job interview.
Hello mga kapuso! Ako si Dr. Ana Tuazon, ang inyong kakwentuhan na psychologist sa Share Ko Lang. Graduation season na soon at libo-libong graduates ang sasabak sa job hunting. At ang unang gatekeeper na kanilang haharapin ay ang job interview. So how can we make a good first impression that will open our first door to our dream career? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon kasama ang founder ng Philippine HR Group, ang career coach na si Darwin Rivers. Hello Coach! Welcome to Share Ko Lang.
Napakagandang araw pa sa iyo, Dr. Ana.
Yun na nga, maraming gagraduate and of course, maraming maghahanap ng trabaho. So actually, kasi medyo matagal na, no, since ako ay nagkaroon ng first job. Kamusta na ba ang job market ngayon?
Well, Dr. Ana, depende yon kung saan tayo magsisimula. Siguro ako kasi, millennial kasi ako eh. Sa kanong time na ako yung nakagraduate, sabihin ko ba yung taon, early 2000 nung ako yung nakagraduate. So more than 24, 25 years ago. Ako yung isang produkto ng ating public school system. And when I graduated sa Polytechnic University of the Philippines, napakalawak at napakaiba ng sitwasyon namin dati sa mga nag-a-apply ngayon. I'll give you a perfect example. Nung panahon namin, talagang kailangan mong bumili ng dyaryo at kailangan mo talagang suriin bawat pahina. Alin dito sa mga kumpanyang to ang may job opening. Naranasan din namin na nung mga panahon na yun ay sinusuyod namin ang buong Ortigas, ang buong Makati, at even sa pinakamalayang lugar sa Alabang. Ngayon, you can actually just go to different job portals. You can go to JobStreet, to LinkedIn, to Indeed. Napakarami niyan. At even yung mga Facebook groups, isa pa sa mga talagang pinagkaiba in terms of proseso ng pag-a-apply. Yung sinasabi ko kanina na dati aabutin ka ng linggo, buwan bago katawagan. Ngayon, because of the talent war that is ongoing right now, minsan pagpunta mo lang sa isang kumpanya, in less than a day or just 3 hours, makumpleto mo na yung application process. I-interviewin ka na, may mga exams na ibibigay sa'yo. Hindi ka na pahaalisin sa office hanggat hindi ka nabibigyan ng job offer.
So tuloy-tuloy na yun.
Tuloy-tuloy na siya. Lalo na kung mag-a-apply ka sa business process outsourcing o mga outsourcing companies wherein pag nagpunta ka ng umaga, bago magtanghali, meron ka ng job offer. Magpa-process ka na ng mga requirements mo. Nung panahon namin, buwan nang haabutin yan.
You mentioned yung may talent war going on. So ano yung talent war? And is it advantage ba yun sa mga naghahanap ng trabaho? What is this talent war?
It is an advantage for applicants. Mainly because ang ibig sabihin nito, konti ang mga konti ang supply ng mga manggagawa na may skill set na hinahanap ng kumpanya. At napakaraming kumpanya ang nag-hire. Diba? So dahil napakaraming kumpanya ang nag-hire, at ang talent ay kokonti, so mag-aagawan yan ng talent. At ang mangyayari ay most companies would buy talent. When we say buy talent, ang gagawin yan is talagang magbibigay na ng mataas na sweldo, magandang benepisyo, at kumbaga dati, Dati, pag nag-apply ka, basic pay mo lang, saka basic benefits. Ngayon, may mga kumpanya na ngayon na nag-o-offer ng meron na nag-o-offer ng mga gym membership benefits, may mga nag-o-offer na ng mga spa benefits, may mga nag-o-offer na ng mga recreational benefits. Diba? Napakaraming ginagawa ng kumpanya para ma-attract ang mga applicants sa kanilang kumpanya. At ang mindset ng isang new graduates is, dito ko mag-a-apply kasi kilala to, di ba? Mm-hmm. At pag kilala to, ang assumption is maganda yung benepisyo, maganda yung pasweldo, at pwede ako ipagbalaki ng magulang ko kasi kilala yung
pwede ipagyabang.
Pero ang reality is, yung mga maliliit na kumpanya, yung mga startup companies, especially yung mga startup ng multinational companies na may headquarters abroad, sila talaga yung mga magagandang benepisyo binibigay as sweldo. Bakit? Kasi nakikipagkompetensya sila when it comes to benefits and salary sa mga malalaking kumpanya.
Parang gusto ko i-highlight yung sinabi mo kanina kasi I think napaka-importanting tip yan sa ating mga fresh grads. Diba? Parang kanina sabi mo, sa paghahanap, wag nating i-limit ang sarili natin sa mga big companies, yung mga household names. Kasi actually, baka yung better benefits, and actually, mamaya, I really wanna talk about yung actual fit. Yung sinasabi mo nga, may rason bakit hindi sila nagsistay no, sa isang job or company. Kasi actually, yung fit between company and the person, I think, mas malaking factor na siya ngayon Dati siguro, titiisin ng mga tatay at nanay natin yan noon, di ba? Kasi wala naman malaking kumpanya yan, security of job, tiisin mo. Ngayon, sabi mo nga, because there's a talent war, marami namang options, tapos hindi naman limited to 4 or 5 big companies anymore, marami. And then it's such a globalized world. Pwede sila mag-work, di ba, for a company that's based abroad, nag-outsource, etc. So, maraming competition. Kanina napag-usapan na natin, and maybe it's good for the company and also good for the person, di ba? Parang, paano natin sila matulungan to figure out, is this the right company for me? Di ba, pag nagja-job interview, nagja-job hunt, para at least less regrets and less, di ba, parang, less quitting in a sense?
Well, I think, una-una, bago mo isiping magtrabaho, alamin mo muna sa sarili mo. Ano yung gusto mong gawin sa buhay mo? Gusto mo ba talagang magtrabaho na, kasi yung iba, di ba, meron tayo nakikita na gusto nilang ipagpatuloy yung business ng kanilang mga magulang or gusto nilang magtayo talaga ng business immediately after graduation. Lalo na ngayon, nasa social media, nakikita nila yung mga digital influencers kumikita ng limpak-limpak na salapi by use of TikTok lang, di ba? Or by use of Instagram, social media, or Facebook, di ba? Now, pag alam mo yung gusto mong gawin, kumbaga, if you know your passion, where your passion lies, look into your strength and your abilities. Ano yung kaya mong gawin? Kasi magkaiba yung gusto mong gawin sa kaya mong gawin Believe me, di ba sinasabi natin na para daw sa isang fresh grad, para maging masaya ka, dapat ang ginagawa mo yung align sa educational background mo. Pero ang dami kong mga kaibigan at ang dami kong mga kilala na graduate ng nursing, graduate engineering, hindi naman gano'n ang ginagawa nila. Nag-start sila sa gano'n, pero lumipas sila sa ibang field at ngayon masaya sila sa ginagawa nila. So hindi basihan kung ano yung educational background mo para maging masaya ka. Diba? So, you really have to know, and each one of us has his and her own journey.
Yeah. Nako, Coach, agree ako kasi madalas ko yan sinasabi sa mga students and clients also kasi masyado silang nape-pressure as students. Kailangan tama yung course ko, tama yung majors ko. Sabi ko, nako, alam mo, it doesn't matter quite as much, di ba?
It doesn't matter.
In the long run. Pati nga yung mga honors na yan, di ba? The moment nagka-work experience ka na, yun na yun parang natataob na ng grades, ng Latin honors. And then so from what I'm hearing, Coach, is try it out, di ba? Kasi it's an exploration. Yung job interview, hindi lang para sa kumpanya, para sa iyo din yon. Tinanong namin mga kapuso, kung ano yung mga common job interview questions na naranasan nila, na medyo parang head scratchers for them. So, siguro as an HR expert, di ba, parang ano ba ibig sabihin ng mga questions na to? Di ba? Bakit siya tinatanong? At ano yung, meron bang tamang sagot, if at all, no? So, ang una, ang pinaka-common daw, tell me something about yourself. Yun ang lagi nilang narinig. Sabi nung kapuso, ang simple, pero mapapaisip ka kung sino ka ba talaga. Yan. So, bakit ba siya tinatanong, Coach?
The reason ko bakit siya tinatanong is gusto namin malaman kung sino ka beyond dun sa nakasulat sa resume mo. And also, it gives an opportunity to actually see how well you communicate and how well you're able to construct your thoughts when you're trying to tell a story. So basically, you're just telling us a story of who you are, your background, and what you can actually do. Ang pinaka-importante dito, pag tinanong ka niyan, is mag-focus ka sa lahat ng positive skill set experience mo na po pwedeng mo magamit doon sa ina-apply mong trabaho. For example, sinabi, also, can you tell me about yourself? After mong sabihin yung mga konting background of who you are, your family, ganyan, sabihin natin, nag-a-apply ka ng sales. Diba? Sabihin natin, doktora, nag-a-apply ka ng, ng sales. But then, I graduated from this school, I'm the eldest of four, ganyan. Punta ka kagad doon. And you know what? I was very active during my collegiate years. I've been part of a lot of major organizations, not only in my school, but also outside. And I was able to build networks. And not to mention that my family, we actually have our business, or our family is known in our area, has a large number of networks. And with this role that I'm applying as a sales agent, I'll be able to utilize this network in my benefit and for the benefit of the organization. Kumbaga doon pa lang, pinoposisyon mo na yung sarili mo na, oo nga, no, malawak pala yung network niya, pwede nga itong mag-sales. Ano pala siya, kumbaga hindi siya mahihirapang mag-prospect na kliyente.
Okay, so in other words, huwag ka magbigay ng throwaway na answer kasi importante din yan. Be strategic. Diba? Tailor your answer na mapipivot back. Diba? Parang yun yan eh. All the questions, kung may sagot ka, ipivot mo back to your strengths. Back to your assets. Dapat meron kang parang, anong narrative ang gusto kong ipahina?
Anong narrative yung gusto mong ibigay? Kasi you have to remember, itong kausap mo, hindi ka kilala. At i-base niya ang hiring decision niya kung ano yung makikita niyang maganda at kaaya-aya sa'yo na angkop doon sa trabahong ina-applyan mo.
Okay, so ang next common question, kapag tinanong daw ang loyalty sa company, sabi nung kapuso, hindi pa dapat nilalatag muna ng company yung career path ng employee at kung mayroong bang professional growth sa company bago magkaroon ng loyalty. So marami daw companies at the job interview is tinatanong about loyalty.
I've never ask my team to focus on loyalty kasi loyalty is something that you build upon eh. Pero if that would be part of the question, I would answer that in a way na I would go back to my core value as a person. Di ba? Doon ka tumutok. Yung core value mo as a person na, for example, you've proven your loyalty in how long you've been part or led an organization in your school. And kumbaga again, ipipivot mo uli yun sa kung ano yung sa tingin mong experience mo talaga at hindi lang dahil gusto mong marinig nila ha.
Right. So hindi tayo sisip-sip lang na of course I'm loyal to you. Hindi pa naman.
Normally, when ako ang sinasabi ko sa mga aplikante, focus on STAR method. So the STAR is situation, task, action and result. Papaano mo na yung problema, na resolve yung problema. What did you do? Ano yung ginawa mo? Ano yung kasi doon namin gusto makita ano yung way of thinking ng taong to. Paano niya na-resolve ang isang challenging situation? Paano niya na-resolve ang isang difficult opportunity, 'di ba? So, yun. It's something that kailangan as a candidate, doon ka mag-focus.
So, isa pang tanong daw, okay lang ba sa'yo na ganito ang sahod mo? Sabi ng kapuso, deep inside, may choice po ba ako? So, yan na yung mga discussions of salaries in the job interview. Kasi medyo trick question yan, di ba? Yung iba.
Oo. Alam mo, Dr. Ana, yung pinaka-recent kong class, ang topic ko is about the art and science of salary negotiation. Ang gusto kong i-focus sa mga estudyante ko, these are graduating MA students. Wala silang work experience after college. Sabi ko sa kanila, always play on your strength and always know that you can always negotiate. And for you to be able to properly negotiate, dapat alam mo muna kung anong industry ka, anong klaseng company, at kumbaga nag-research ka na ito yung salary range nung position na ina-applyan ko. At papaano ko ba makukonvince yung interviewer na kaya nilang maibigay sa akin yung maximum na pwede nilang maibigay. Diba? So you have to research about that. Also, again, always highlight yung experience mo, yung skill set mo, and what can you bring into the table. Kasi po pwedeng, yes, you've already experienced that, may knowledge ka, pero ano yung plano mo sa kumpanya? Paano mo matatranslate yung skills and experience na yun sa role na ina-applyan mo? Now, kung hindi man salary na-negotiate mo, baka pwede ka mag-negotiate sa benefits, di ba? Diba? You can also negotiate to that. Or kung wala talagang room for negotiation, then what you can do is this. Look into, dapat meron kang tinatawag na, kumbaga, may range ka na pag bumaba doon sa range na gusto mo, you can easily walk out and say thank you, di ba?
Okay, so yung isa namang common question daw, sabi, as a fresh graduate, what is your experience? Fresh grad nga, di ba? Sabi nung kapuso. Related to this, isa pa, yung experience na wala ka, pero kailangan mo ng experience para matanggap sa trabaho. Di ba? It's one of those things. I think yung frustration ng fresh grads, hinahanapan daw sila ng experience. So, when they ask about that, what can they provide?
Alam mo, obvious naman yung question. Hindi ibig sabihin ng work experience is talagang professional work. Ang ibig sabihin niya, may mga nagawa ka ba during the time that you're in school na po pwedeng magamit mo doon sa role na ina-applyan mo. For example, if your role would need skill set for sales, during the time ba na nasa college ka, nakapag-participate ka ba sa isang tawag to food fair, 'di ba? Yung mga trade school food fairs, 'di ba? Or
fundraising events.
Kumbaga doon mo siya ipoposisyon. Alam naman, obvious naman na na wala kang work experience. Ang experience na hinahanap namin is ang experience mo na gawin ng isang skill o isang bagay na nagawa mo in your past. Kasi understand that there are people who have also had work experience even though they're in school. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na dahil wala kang work experience, hindi ka nag-working student, hindi ka na-qualify. Kasi nung time na nasa college ka or even yung high school, pwede kang humugot doon eh. I-highlight mo lang yung skills and related experience mo even if you don't have a proper work experience.
Okay, so last job interview question. Sabi nung kapuso, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Yan daw naririnig nila. Sabi nung kapuso, wala naman akong bolang kristal para makita ang future ko. So, how best to answer this question, sir?
The best way to answer it is if alam mo kung ano yung level na ina-applyan mo at alam mo kung ano yung goal mo in the next 5 years, dun mo siya i-relate. I mean, I would like to be a supervisor or a manager in the next 5 years, managing my own team or being able to highly contribute in the growth of the organization. Doon mo siya ilalagay. Kasi hindi naman, wag nating pilosopuhin na wala kang bolang kristal. Kasi pag hindi mo sinagot yun, ang ibig sabihin nun, wala ka talagang goals. Ang question na yun ay patungkol sa goals mo in life. Diba? And the question of how do you see yourself 5 years from now is the interviewer want to know what your goals. Kasi baka mamaya ang goal mo pala in the next 3 years mag-abroad.
Diba? Which is common.
Pero kung magsistay ka sa company namin, ay yung goal mo. Goal mo ba na mag-manage ng tao? Goal mo ba na maging leader in our organization? At paano mo to gagawin? Yun lang yun. Doon ka mag-focus on how would you build a story where you would convince the interviewer na you know their company, you know your goals, and you know how to get to your goals by doing this and this and this.
Sana medyo nakahinga ang mga grads knowing na hindi naman pala ganun ka-bleak, hindi ganun ka-stressful. And ultimately, if you know yourself, di ba, parang no job interview or even job process is a waste of time.
Agree. Saka, Doc Anna, before we go, siguro, I just want to leave our audience with three things. Number one is that the key to success is always being prepared. Preparation would always be your key to success. If you do not prepare yourself to success, you will always fail. Number two is that your passion, money follows your passion. So do not look into the money first, but look into how passionate you can actually do your work. And believe me, when you become passionate in your work, that's where the time that money follows, and you will realize na, lumalaki na yung value ko, yung market value ko. And third, and for me, maraming tao nakakalimutan nito, but never lose faith. Kasi reality is, sa pag-a-apply, you would have a lot of marami kang mararanasan dyan na hindi ka matatanggap, yung mga rejections, at minsan masakit talaga yung ma-reject ka ng kumpanya, yung akala mo na akala mo ang galing-galing mo na pero na-reject ka pa din, 'di ba? Always believe that God has a perfect opportunity for you. That whenever a door closes, a bigger window opens for you. And just have everything as a learning experience. And when it's a learning experience, make sure that you actually learn and be better the next time.
So siguro para, sa mga kapuso, para lang practical, no? From what I'm hearing from Coach Darwin, aside from everything that he said, parang kailangan alam mo kung anong gusto mo. Important yon. Kasi I think kung pumasok ka na sa job interview at hindi mo alam, di ba? Kailangan alam mo. Meron kang alam kung anong gusto mo in the short term and in the long term. Do your research, your due diligence, no? Huwag kang papasok sa kumpanya na walang, di ba? Na wala kang alam about the company. So, ang narinig ko rin, actually, napaka-optimistic, no, ng picture na pinipaint ni Coach Darwin kasi actually, maraming choices, maraming options, and working for an organization or corporate is actually just one of many. So actually, we are in a time, in a period na, sabi nga niya, job seekers market, as long as you have skills to sell, di ba? Skills to market. So talagang, mga fresh graduates of 2024, no, parang we're rooting for you, and apparently the job market is waiting for you, no? So thank you again, Coach.
Thank you, Doktora.
Kung may gusto kayong pag-usapan, mag-iwan lang ng comment below or email us at sharekulang@gmanews.tv. We're also streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Thanks for tuning in.